All right, so here's the boys that we have in the W litter. They do look alike at first glance, but they all are slightly different. So we'll start with this guy right here. This is Wagner, and he is our kind of middle-sized one between the other two. He definitely has more of a wavy to curly coat, not super tight curls, but will get curlier for sure. As far as his personality goes, here's mom of the other litter. He is very docile, very even-tempered, not too crazy, but not too calm either. He's just a really good, even temperament as far as I can tell thus far. They're 4 weeks this Friday, so it's already time where you can tell what the puppies are going to be like a little bit. So next up, oh goodness, and very similar is Wellington. Wellington is smaller than Wagner. He's our smallest of the boys. He has the same coat as well, and they both look very similar. Wellington has like a couple of white hairs right there. But again, super docile, very calm in comparison. Just a sweet boy, like not too adventurous, you know, but just a nice even-keeled puppy. Then we have Winston, and Winston is our curious guy. He is also our biggest, and he has his cute little white mark right there. He's going to have super tight curls. I don't know if you can tell just by his arm. A really good indication for us is like this right here down his back, what that starts to look like first. But he'll have super tight curls, like be very poodly, as we say, a poodly doodle. He is very curious, very smart, very intelligent. He was the first puppy out of the whelping box, so he could kind of figure out how to do that before. I don't even think the other two were even curious about how to get out of the whelping box. Very smart and very adventurous. He's just a funny little guy. He has a great personality, but I will say he's gonna need to be engaged. They all do, and it's just that small little comparison between them. I tell everybody, you can't go wrong. Some are going to have a little bit more energy than others, and some are going to have a little bit less, but they'll all be very puppyish. This isn't even his mom, but he's like, I don't really care because I will still drink some milk. Come on out, dude. But just in a comparison way. He is more of an energized little guy. But I think if you spent a lot of time with him and engaged with him, he would be super smart. Very easy to learn tricks and that sort of thing. I see you, Maggie. So I'm going to step back and let you see him walking around. Maggie will let me do that. All right, so the one on the top up here, that's Wellington, and then Wagner right there, and then Winston. So smaller than everybody, kind of medium-sized Wagner, and then also Winston right there. And this is only their second time outside, so they're doing really well as far as not being too freaked out by a new environment, and it's pretty windy out here. This is Winston, and then there's Wellington, and there's Wagner. What you doing, Wagner? What you doing, buddy? I'm just taking it all in. Oh, goodness. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be glad to help. And there's Mom over there. She's like, I'll stand up here so I don't have to feed you anymore. Super sweet voice.